Think about someone. We're gonna find out exactly what they're thinking about you right now. You guys love these readings. It's the person that immediately came into your brain when I said think about someone. Significant numbers are 11, 13, 22, 9, 9, 9, 3 nines. What is this person thinking about the collective at this time? Ooh. I feel like this person wants to communicate with you. Yeah, I think this person wants to communicate with you. The first card that came out is the King of Swords, and that's usually quick, fast movement. And kings are very, very clear in what they want. Ooh. Okay, that's a loud one. Let's get a few more. Let's see. What is this person currently thinking about the collective at this time? For the highest benefit of the collective. This is so interesting. Oh, wow, okay. Okay. Cards are just whipping out at this point. Where'd it go? Okay, so this is super interesting. Let's see. This person I'm getting is feeling trapped. I'm getting a really trapped energy of this person. I'm getting very stuck energy, like not in motion. This person wants to communicate with you. This person has stuff to say to you, or they want to say something to you. But this person, they perceive you very in your power. I'm getting a really strong intuitive power. Like they think you're the Queen of Wands, and that's a very intuitive card. It's very connected to your sensuality. Yeah, they perceive you to be so, it's like very Venus energy. And it's also fire energy, so very, yeah, in your power. How can I keep saying that? There's a lot of yellow energy on the Queen of Wands as well, which has to do with your solar plexus, which is your sense of self. So like very tapped in, very connected, very in yourself. This is how they're perceiving you, but where there are so many cards here in regards to them feeling trapped. And when I think of them, my throat starts to close up. And it's almost like heavy. Wow, this is interesting. I think that they're watching you very prominently. 333 as I said that. I think that they're really prominently watching the things that you are doing and the way that you're moving. They're trying to find a good time to communicate with you, but they're feeling very crossed, closed off, and they're even feeling like not enough is an energy that I'm getting. Like they're feeling insecure in their stability and in themselves. Let me tell you some of the cards in case you're curious. Whew. We have the Two of Swords and we have the Four of Pentacles. So Two of Swords is very crossed, closed heart energy. The Four of Pentacles is almost like holding on to past realities and their finances, like they're almost like afraid. And I'm getting a really strong energy with that card of like insecurity, because it comes from a place of thinking that they can't get more, of thinking that there won't be more available. And so they're almost like acting out of a sense of lack. And that sense of lack, it's not that they're acting in that way, but they're thinking in that way. And so because they're experiencing that within themselves, that's a part of this closed off energy. The other cards that we have here are the Tower and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So again, there is some kind of like trap that they're feeling in. Like that's why I'm getting such a trapped energy. I think there's some kind of illusion that they need to break, or or there is something that is going to burst in their reality, that is it's an illusion that's going to burst in their reality, which is going to cause them to realize that they need to communicate, or they want to communicate, or it's going to just bring a lot of stuff to like light. And I actually think that it's going to be a beautiful thing when that happens, but it hasn't happened yet. And then I feel like there's going to be almost like an end of a cycle that they've been experiencing. So this is very prominent energy towards them. And I think that the reason that this is all coming through is because maybe you are very in the dark about where they're at and where they're feeling things, and or how they're experiencing things. So I think that this entire experience, whatever crashes and burns, is kind of going to bring them to a point where a cycle ends and a new cycle begins. And as this is happening, they're going to actually recognize that they are wanting more. They're going to realize that they're desiring more from their reality, and that they need to go on a journey to find it. We did get the sun, which kind of brightens this entire, oh, look how beautiful that is. It's my favorite card of the deck. The sun brightens the entire reading. And so I think that they're going to go on a journey towards what makes them happy and what brings them light. And I think that you're in that world, because with the Queen of Wands, like, it's a very beautiful, joyful energy. And the sun and the Queen of Wands both have fire energy within them. And so I feel like through this entire experience, they will make their way back to you, is kind of the energy that I'm getting. But there's just a sense of themselves that they need to learn. Something needs to like come to the light and basically reactivate the parts of them that realize what they desire. And then they will go in motion or in movement. Let's see if there's one more card. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that they will find their way back to you. There's going to be a moment where they do come back towards you. Where you're going to be when that happens, I think you'll be open-hearted, and I think that you'll be very like willing to hear them out. I can't promise you'll still be interested in them, but I can say that you will be open to finding out how you feel in that moment. I think it's going to be a lot more of like an intuitive moment where you're kind of like, yeah, lay yourself out on the floor, and then you'll see them lay themselves out on the floor, and then in that moment you'll be like, okay, this is how I'm feeling. So what I can tell you about this person is like, just give them time. It seems like they obviously need a little bit more time to watch things kind of tumble, and they need a little bit more space. So yeah, whomever you're thinking of, just like give them a little bit more space and allow them to come to their own conclusions as things are, as these illusions are falling apart for them. And then they will find their way back to you when it's time. And until then, focus on yourself. I say focus on yourself all the time, because I just think like the secret, I literally moved that. I think the secret to everything is to focus on yourself and your heart. Let's see. Oh, literally 10 of Pentacles again. Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. I think that you're in a very secure place, and I think that you have the strength to step back and shift your focus. Even if it's not just you focusing on friendships, focus on your current present reality. Just give them time. I feel like that's a really strong message that keeps coming through here. Give them a little bit more time. Okay, if this message resonated with you, please do let me know. I love you. I will see you in the next message.